Now, I want you to know that whatever you set your mind to achieve, you can achieve it. You are powerful beyond measure. You are a child of God. You are created in His image after His likeness. You are super talented. You are super smart. Hi, guys. My name is Adugwe Telwosu, AEN for short. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. On this channel, I bring you content that will inspire you to take actions so that you can live the life you truly deserve. Through book reviews, faith, and lifestyle. So today we'll be reviewing this book, Making Good Habits, Breaking Bad Habits. So this book was written by one of my favorite authors, Joyce Meyer. In this book, she says that nearly everything we do is as a result of the habits we have. Okay, so she's encouraging us to be mindful of the habits we exhibit. So she gives us processes of how we can actually overcome the ones that rob us of our peace, how we can overcome the bad habits and then form the good ones that can help us lead more productive lives and be happy and be satisfied. So I've decided to, review this book in 2 videos so that it won't be very long. So the first part, we're going to be talking about how we can break the bad habits we have. Then in the second part, we're going to be discussing the good habits we can form so that we can live a prosperous, productive, satisfying, and peaceful life. So let's jump right into the video. Now, a habit is something we do without even thinking about it, okay? It has been formed through repetition. Both the good habits and the bad habits are formed through repetition. So the bad habits can also be broken through repetition. Experts say that it takes about 30 days for you to break a bad habit or for you to form a good habit. So because we are talking about how to, break the bad habits in our lives today. So we are going to be focusing on that. So I know you might be struggling with 1 or 2 bad habits. There are really bad habits I also need to overcome. So that's why I picked up this book to read it. And having obtained the wisdom from it, I decided to share with you. I'm still in the process and I can tell you that I've made like a lot of progress so far. So people might be struggling with some bad habits like watching a lot of TV, being addicted to their phone, sleeping a lot, starting but never finishing a project, eating a lot, and so on and so forth. So there are 3 major steps we can take to break these bad habits because these bad habits are actually our enemies. If we continue indulging in them, they can prevent us from fulfilling our God-given purpose. The first step we need to take is choosing one bad habit at a time. In case you have several bad habits you want to overcome, some of them you might even know them, you might be conscious of them, some you're not even conscious of them, Choose one. But if you're someone that has only one bad habit to break, good for you. But for people that have a lot of bad habits they want to work on, the first step is to choose one. So Joyce Meyer advised that we start with the smaller one because when you have victory over the smaller one, your victory will actually encourage you to move to the bigger ones. Now, focusing on one bad habit at a time, breaking one bad habit at a time will help you not to be overwhelmed. Don't forget that these bad habits are our enemies. So you show no mercy. Show no mercy. So choose one bad habit to break at a time. Now, the second step is focus on what you want to do and not on what you want to stop doing. Focus on what you want to do. Okay, for example, you are addicted to pressing your phone and you also have books waiting for you to read. Okay, now you don't have to focus on the phone, just shift your focus on your book because wherever your mind goes, you follow. So you have to be careful where your thoughts are. And focusing on evil will never help you achieve the good that you want to achieve. Think on the benefits you will gain by breaking that bad habit. Okay. Now you press your phone a lot, and you also have books you want to read. First of all, shift your mind, shift your focus on the books you want to read, and then think of the benefits you get from that book. You know, don't think on what you're gonna lose by not pressing your phone. You might say, I'm not gonna be catching up, you know, on what's trending on social media. I'm not going to like have enough time to chat with my friends and all that. And think on the wisdom you will obtain by reading that book. Think on the insights you will gain from reading that book. Think on how your mind will be renewed by reading that book, actually. Thinking on the benefits you will get by focusing on the good, okay, would help you shift your focus from the bad to the good. Another example is someone that is in debt. Stop thinking, oh, if I start paying this debt now, I won't have enough money to eat. I won't have enough money to buy this. I won't have enough money to buy that. If you keep thinking like that, you're not going to get out of debt. Instead, think on the freedom you will experience by being completely free of debt. Now, the third one is be active. Start now and forget procrastination. If you're not actively doing what is right, it will be easy for the devil to get you to do what is wrong. And you don't have to wait for your feelings to catch up with what you want to do. Forget your feelings because they're going to fail you when you least expect them to. Your feelings are fickle. You can't just rely on them. For example, when I was trying to form the habit of giving thanks more, and break the habit of complaining, I didn't have to feel thankful before I give thanks. All I know is that I want to be full of gratitude. I want Thanksgiving to be my language, my everyday language. I want to give thanks even when things are not moving properly. I don't want to be complaining because complaining doesn't please God. Complaining will do me no good. Instead, it will rob me of my peace. It will make me even look older than I'm supposed to, bring wrinkles on my face, even give the devil more opportunity to torment me, But I just went right ahead. Every day I intentionally give thanks to God. Every day I intentionally give thanks to anybody, that helped me or I needed to give thanks to. I don't have to wait for, my feelings to catch up with the fact that I want to be thankful today. So with time, I discovered that giving thanks now became so spontaneous to me. It became my lifestyle. Okay, even when things are not going the way I want them to, I still find time to give thanks. Now, I press my phone a lot, okay, and I want to break that habit. I want to break it. So what I do, instead of handling a phone, I pick up a book. So everywhere I'm going to, as far as I'm having my handbag, my book is inside there, my jotter is inside there. Instead of picking up my phone to press it, I pick up my book to read. And of course, now I'm reviewing books, so it means I have to be hardworking. I have to be up and doing. I don't have to spend a lot of time on phone. If not, I won't do what God wants me to do. I won't, and that will rob me of my joy, of my peace. You understand? So for every bad habit, there's always something opposite you can focus on. For every bad habit, there's always something, positive you can always focus on and keep at it. Make sure you don't procrastinate. Another another habit to me I'm trying to like break is when I finish eating, I just keep my plate where it is until I have the strength to stand up and go and wash it. But now I know that I don't have to procrastinate again. When I think of how clean I want my kitchen to look, how clean, I want my environment to look. Once I finish eating, I stand up and go and wash it up. I don't have to like leave it there. Sometimes I even leave my plate, leave it beside me and sleep. My God. But not anymore. So once I finish eating, I pick up my plate right away because procrastinating, oh my God. Once you keep procrastinating, you're not going to enjoy the results. You're not going to enjoy it. Christopher Parker said procrastination is like a credit card. It's fun when you're using it until the bills come. And then don't think that When you have a mountain to climb, waiting is going to make it any smaller. No, be active. There is always something positive, that you have to do. Focus on it. Think of it. Keep doing it actively. And before you know it, that bad habit you're trying to break, you can't find it anymore. Now, remember that it will take some time for you to break that bad habit. And it may not be easy at the beginning part. It may not be easy, but keep doing it. Be diligent, okay? Be active. And even when you make a mistake, you don't have to beat up yourself so much. You don't have to. Pick up from where you have fallen and continue. In the battle against bad habits, it's not going to be so easy, but it is something that is worth doing. It's something that is worth doing because these habits, when we make habits and then they turn to make us. Examine your life. What are the things you're doing that you're not supposed to be doing? What are the things you're doing that is robbing you of your energy, that is robbing you of your peace, that is robbing you of, living an enjoyable, satisfying life? You know, I've discovered that when God wants to give ideas, you know, when God wants to get something done on earth, He doesn't give that idea to one person. No, He doesn't. He doesn't give that idea to one person. He gives it to a number of persons. Now, it depends on what you do with that idea. Some persons will be, lazing about, procrastinating. Okay, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. Another person will be active, take it up, take up the idea and turn it into something beautiful and glorious. While somebody is pressing phone, you carry your phone, you're not saying 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Before you know what's happening, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you raise up your head from your phone, you spent 3 hours, you wasted 3 hours on your phone. And that idea that you are busy procrastinating on, someone has taken it up and turned it into something beautiful. So these bad habits we are fighting against, they are not our friends. They are our enemies. And we need to treat them as such. We need to treat them as such. If not, they will rob us of God's destinies for us. They will rob us of our joy and peace. And we really do not want that. Now, I want you to know that whatever you set your mind to achieve, you can achieve it. You are powerful beyond measure. You are a child of God. You are created in His image after His likeness. You are super talented. You are super smart. Join me. Okay? Let's go on this journey together. There are bad habits I need to break. And I know that most people also have bad habits they need to break. So what do? We'll focus on one at a time. Okay, let's choose one bad habit at a time. Okay, and then for that bad habit, there is always something opposite you can focus on, you can think on, and you can actively do. It may not be easy, but it is worth doing in the long run. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, leave a comment down below. What are the bad habits you are struggling to break? Which one will you start with? Okay, and which of the bad habits have you overcome? And what are the steps you actually took to overcome them? Please don't forget to leave me these comments down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.